they will be without Wayne Simmonds, who will miss 6 weeks after sustaining a broken wrist Saturday night. A big blow. Simmonds had been heating up of late. He recently moved up in the lineup to join the John Tavares, William Nylander line in the top six. He also plays a big role on the power play as the net front presence on the Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner unit. So here is how the Leafs are adapting, at least for tonight. Head coach Sheldon Keefe confirming he will dress 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. Rasmus Sandin draws in on defense. It will be his season debut. He hasn't played since March. He'll be the 7th defenseman. Mikko Lehtinen stays in as the defense partner for Zach Bogosian on the third pair. In the top 6, at the morning skate, Joe Thornton actually took reps with John Tavares and William Nylander. Thornton is still recovering from a fractured rib, trending towards a return maybe sometime next week. Keefe saying he's planning to use a bit of a rotation system when it comes to that spot. Among the candidates to move up and get some top 6 minutes are Jimmy Vesey and Ilya Mikheyev. Vesey started the season with Tavares and Nylander, but it did not go great. He moved down in the lineup. It was interesting to see Keefe chatting with Vesey at the end of the morning skate. As for Mikheyev, he played with Tavares and Nylander during that Alberta road trip, but he has yet to score this season. When it comes to the power play, that's where it may be toughest to replace Simmonds. He is a force in front of the net, scored a really nice power play goal on Saturday night, his 3rd man advantage marker of this season. At the morning skate, we saw Zach Hyman move up to the net front presence on that unit with Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner on the flanks. John Tavares also moving to that unit in the bumper spot. Morgan Rielly still the quarterback. The second unit, we saw Mikko Lehtinen still as the quarterback, Alex Kerfoot in the middle, Jason Spezza and William Nylander on the flanks, and Ilya Mikheyev as the net front presence. Now, new assistant coach Manny Malhotra has been going with 2 balanced units this year with a real emphasis on the net front role. I asked Keefe how the injury to Simmonds changes the dynamic on the power play.
Changes it a little bit, obviously. I mean, between Simmonds and Jumbo, it's that's 2 guys that were playing down the middle there of the power play, net front and in the middle. So that changes that unit obviously significantly. So we'll have Hyman play in the Simmonds spot, and Tavares will play in the spot that Thornton and Kerfoot had been playing in the middle. So obviously that does change things a little bit there. But we still like the idea of having 2 units, and think that Spezza and Nylander, playing the flanks on the other group have brought a lot to that as well, and still expect it to roll that way. You may see things move around a little bit. Tavares and Hyman might bounce back and forth between the 2 units depending which one starts each power play, which is usually determined based on energy levels.
Thornton and Nick Robertson stayed out and skated with the main group this morning. That's a good sign as they continue to progress in their recovery from injuries. I mentioned Thornton dealing with the fractured rib, Nick Robertson coming back from a knee injury, both trending towards a potential return next week. Travis Dermott, who's out with the Charlie horse, also skated with the main group today, and he is potentially looking at a return for Wednesday's game against the Montreal Canadiens. Frederik Andersen starts in net for the Leafs tonight. Braden Holtby goes for the Canucks. For TSN.ca, I'm Mark Masters in Toronto.